Okay, so I feel like it's been a while since I've brought you guys with me on a vlog of activities to do in El Paso. And today I am going to be checking out McKelligon Canyon. I typically love to come over here for the weekend just to get some hikes going. And I really want to bring you guys along so that you can get an idea of the things that you can do. As you can see, there's people that walk the trail. Let me turn my camera. This is essentially the long trail that you can walk if you would like to. You can park your car at the beginning of this road, but if you don't want to do that because you're planning on going far up on the mountain to actually do the hike and save your energy, then you can just wait and I'll show you guys where I typically park. But again, there's always so much to do here in El Paso, especially if you love the outdoors. Personally, I do, and this is one of the reasons why I love the climate that we have out here. It is not humid, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just hot. Hot and dry, but I can deal with that. I have clients that relocate from San Antonio, from Austin, from Houston, from Dallas, and that's one of the primary reasons why they don't like those areas. Like, they're like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do, but I hate the weather. And over here, it is very, very different. So let me go ahead and bring you guys along on this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy. Fun little fact for you guys. So McKelligon Canyon is actually part of the Franklin Mountain State Park, and it is open year round. So you can do hiking, biking, rock climbing, and so much more. The canyon is named after M.J. McKelligon, who used to graze cattle in the area before the land became part of the county park system. This was back in 1931. El Paso County purchased much of the land in McKelligon Canyon for about $30,000. Isn't that crazy? A move that really helped preserve this. We're getting to the end over here. So this entire trail leads you to these areas, which are going to be little picnic areas. So let me take you guys there. Okay, so let me show you guys. As you come in, as you can see, you're gonna have these little areas that you can do your picnics on. Now the trail is going to be back there. So we're gonna make our way over there, check it out. Now, one of the things that I really want to show you guys is how calm it is. Again, there is a ton of little areas where you can essentially park, which really makes it nice. So let's go ahead and head out. I mean, just look at these views. Like, anybody that says that there isn't anything to do in El Paso, I mean, you just don't go outside. Like, that's the bottom line. So let's go check it out. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of people that usually come out to really just hang out for the weekend. So that's the cave that we typically come and check out. So as you can see, again, everybody that hangs out, it's just part of what people do out here. So as you can see over here, this is where the trail begins. Now, here, you're gonna see the details. Here you're gonna have the information. Something to keep in mind. Now, I'm not gonna go all the way up to the cave today, just because depending on the day that I come, I either go all the way up to that point over here, or when I come with the boys, I typically go up to that little cave. But today, I'm just going to do a meditation, so I'm not gonna go all the way. And here, as you guys can see, you're going to have some steps. So if you're coming with people, be prepared. Come with boots, please. I've seen way too many people fall. Never fun. I've been also way too many people. One of the more challenging road trails in Canyon is about 4.8 miles round trip with approximately 700 feet of elevation. This is for sure one of the favorites, and geologically speaking, McKelligon actually features interesting rock formations, evidence of ancient karst collapse in its structure. This is definitely something that is fascinating for anybody that's into geology. Now, the road into McKelligon was practically built using federal relief funds and included a dam back when the infrastructure was being developed. Today, visitors describe the canyon as one of the most beautiful natural escapes here in El Paso, especially right after it's rained. You can definitely see the change in character, and the desert smells so fresh. Because the canyon walls darken dramatically at night, no street lights, the McKelligon Pavilion is both breathtaking and a tricky place to find. So make sure you are being super careful if you're coming at night. Now, at the heart of McKelligon, you're going to find the McKelligon Canyon Amphitheater, which seats roughly 1,500 people, hosts local concerts, events, and the famous Viva El Paso show. And for those of you that don't know what Viva El Paso show is, it's an outdoor musical production performed in the McKelligon Canyon Amphitheater. It celebrates over 400 years of El Paso's history and cultural evolution. They use music, dance, narration, and drama. The show brings to life the influence of 4 major cultural influences, which were the Native Americans, Spanish conquistadors, Mexican, and Western Americans. By the way, you're going to see these hearts throughout. So here we are. We're gonna keep going up. I just saw a nice, beautiful bird. But this is one of the reasons why I tell you there is a lot to do in El Paso, and you just have to be willing to go out there and check it out. Look at that heart. Another one. This is personally why I love vlogging about my city. I feel a lot of people just don't take the time to really go out and connect to nature. I think as a society, we spend way too much time complaining on everything that we don't have versus focusing on even the little things that we have that are free. So I hope this is a good video that allows you to remember that even though El Paso might not have all of the attractions that you might have in a different city, there's definitely a ton to do, especially if you have a family. These are activities that I love doing with my boys, which definitely make us unite. One thing that I want to point out is there's one cave there, and there's another one up there. Not sure if the video is picking it up. You see how there's 2? So that is where I've gone all the way up. The first one is the one I've done with the boys. Second one I've done by myself. And last time I went all the way up here. Now, for those of you that have never gone on a hike, I recommend you take your navigation tool. And this is something that definitely will come in handy. I've gotten lost when I have actually not been prepared. I do not recommend that to anybody. Also, make sure you have your water, you have some snacks in your bag, make sure you have your sun protection, hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, all that good stuff. I also recommend you have a whistle and any type of item that you can use to really just protect yourself in case you come across an animal or anything that obviously you would want to be protected against. Also, if you can, take your little first aid kit. And I do recommend you have a spray, like a spray that you can use to mark your route. It stays on the marked trails so that you can forget about getting lost like I have. Like I said, it happened to me. I was way up there and it was not fun. Also, make sure you have your phone fully charged and you have a backup just in case you decide to stay there for some time. I'm telling you, it sounds a little overboard, but if you have not done hiking, you definitely want to be prepared. Okay, so that concludes our tour for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you are thinking of relocating to El Paso and you would like a free guide of other hidden gems we have here, send us a message, comment down below, or follow us on Instagram and we could send that over to you. But until then, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Also, really quick, this is a place that can be used for weddings, anniversaries, and private functions. The views here are simply magical, and this is a reason why I preface that you can go out and it doesn't cost you anything to just connect with nature, connect with yourself, connect with your family, and find activities that can really actually create memories versus just going and spending money at a local place. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, any feedback, or anything else you would like to see next, I would love to hear from you. Until then, thank you for watching.